very proud of them.
The sisterhood itself, I love the getting together, I love the being with the women, I love the social aspect.
But I just enjoy working with the women and getting things done. I love to see how we actually do accomplish things. It gives me great pleasure that the women who do that.
And I think what attracted us so much to Beth Israel is just how much it was obvious we were going to be welcomed with such open arms.
You know, you walked into the synagogue the first time, and you were enveloped with a feeling of a great deal of warmth.
It was a very warm and very intimate community.
Where they have said, you know, a non-Jewish spouse is welcomed, it became very evident that that really wasn't the case. But here, Kathy has become involved in so many things and has been welcomed as an equal as well. And that was another very, very big plus for us.
But what kept me there once I got there was the fact that we were made welcome. It clearly stems from their involvement as a kid or as kids and getting a feeling of family out of it.
It was the men's club, and it was everyone in this congregation that welcomed us that, in a sense, was the magnet that drew me in. And the value that that's added to my life has just been tremendous. So my wish list is to see more people get involved, because not only would it help the congregation, but in my opinion, it helps you as a person, it makes you grow as well.
I have been the part-time cantor at Beth Israel for many years, but being more progressive, I can tell you that this will be, if they hire me this year, it'll be my 59th year here. He was also an organist, and I hired him. And we always had problems because he wanted to work it his way. You know, he had a lot of thoughts about it, and I wanted him to do what I need. I considered myself the boss, the little boss. El Nora Alila, El Nora Alila, Hamsilanu Mepkila, Bishat Anila, Hey Elim Lesisra Vikatsemi Mora, I forgot the words, Bishat Anila, Hey Nora Alila, Hey Nora Alila, Hamsilanu Mepkila, Bishat Anila.
Thank you.
Rabbi Charney has always been very charming to me, and he's often said, Izzy, as long as I'm here, you have a job. Where is he? Is he still here? That's what he says.
The synagogue obviously has grown tremendously, particularly since its move over to this area. The new people are a pleasure to see, and hopefully this will continue.
And now, the trend has been that there are younger members, people bringing their kids on Friday nights, not just for the family service, but for the regular Friday night services. And that's a delight to see.
I mean, I'm always proud of my kids, but when I see what Beth Israel provided to them and the kind of Jews it turned them into, and the very close affinity they have, both to Beth Israel, but to being Jews, that makes me proud.
Beth Israel is a huge part of my family. I have a very small immediate family, but I have a very large extended family, and they're not blood related, they're friends of the congregation, and they attend my life cycle events with graduation and whatnot, and they're an important part of my life. And when I come home from school, I'm here for Shabbat services on Saturday. I stop in for Sunday school. It's a place I want to come and remember always.
Said we have a lot of young women coming up, and enthusiastic young women. And I'm hoping that these women will be there for the next 20, 30 years and take it into the next level.
I hope that Beth Israel will continue to flourish and grow for many, many more years.
I think the synagogue has a wonderful future, great location, great rabbi. Rabbi's doing a great job. The physical plant is phenomenal. I don't think I've ever seen or been in a synagogue that I find as comfortable. So it has a lot of very unique selling points. And I think the future for the synagogue and its congregation is brighter than it's ever been.
with all the housing going up in this development, we are going to be busting at the seams. And I just see it. That's the future of the synagogue.
In fact, now this county is the fastest growing Jewish area in the whole Philadelphia region, not the largest by any means, but the fastest growing. And even though this county was growing Jewishly, they did not want to come to Coatesville, and you couldn't blame them. We found this piece of land and we moved here, and when we moved here there was nothing around us. It was just, getting out of Coatesville. And now we are booming with houses going up that I would say within the next 3 years there's going to be probably 5,000 new homes within a 3-mile radius of this congregation. And we're attracting Jewish families because we're here. They're buying into the homes. And that's where our religious school is growing and our preschool is growing and our congregation is growing. So I predict that a whole new cadre of Jewish families are going to come and join this synagogue. I could see us expanding to probably about 300 families, and then we have to start talking about an addition to the building because we're going to need it at that point.